Panels have been drying for a couple of days, few days now. They're looking really good. There you go. Give you a nice view of them. They came out really nice. So today I'm gonna paint the underside where they go. I just took down all the backyard lights off the garage. I'm getting a little late start, so we'll get this in the paint shaker and then we'll get these back inner parts behind the valances painted on the car. There we go. I got all this all painted up real nice in here. Looks really good, really happy with it, both sides. And this is the left side here, the other side. I just showed you the right, now I'm showing you the left. But yeah, it looks good, all painted up. Let that dry overnight or so. I'll start working on putting the panels back on the car. I figured why I had these off, I'd clean them up. I touched up just painted the inside of them white again. Just a rattle can of Rust-Oleum. Cleaned the bulb up. And that's actually the bulb that original to these backup lights. I've never changed them. Buffed up the bezel. Cleaned up the lens. And the rubber. Got all the wax off all the edges and stuff, you know, from waxing the car over the years. It got embedded in it. Did both of them. They both came out really nice. So there we go. We'll get these installed in a day or two. Let that Rust-Oleum dry and show you what they look like on the car. This is the next day and all the paint is dry. I kind of somewhat set these back together. I painted the screws white. They're silver and I thought they would look better if they were white. You know, they're just shiny. But anyway, I'm going to put a little dab of white grease on these fasteners before I slide them onto the panel here. So whoops, it goes this way over like so. Close them up a bit too because I had opened them up to fit that thickness of the fiberglass, but I want to put these on so they don't chip the paint or cause any rust. So I'm going to put a little smear of white grease on them and that'll help them from rusting and scratching the paint. And I had done that before I'd put them on the fiberglass panels. So let me get the stuff out. We'll get these reverse lights back in the panels and get them on the car and see how it looks. This is what I mean by a little dab of white grease, and that'll just keep that from causing any corrosion there. And there's the right side. That's the NOS panel. Got to wipe my greasy smudgies off of it. I tried to wipe them off with this on this outside edge, but I'll wipe the back side edge down. I'm not going to polish them or wax them or anything until the paint's dry for at least 30 days. But anyway, let me get the other one in and get them installed on the car. And here's the left panel. Looks pretty darn good. Alright, let me get these installed and then I can put the center one on. Forgot I had to make a bracket, so I made that. You can see how it's got a little bit of a bend in it there. That was the bracket to replace the one like this that was broken. This one was off the right side and this one's going on the left side. Alright, let me get this stuff together and I'll show you what it looks like all together. I got the valance panels all installed and everything hooked up. Let's take a look at it. I'll put the garage door up. It's about 50 degrees out on this mid-January day. It's after mid-January, but we've had a mild one. But anyway, let me show you how it looks. I'll put the door up here. I tried to wipe all my greasy smudgies off everything, so you know it doesn't have any big handprints on it or anything. I painted these two screw heads right here, this one and this one, with the paint with the hardener, because you could see them and they look silly. But there you go. That's the NOS one from Dave. Thank you, Dave. That thing looks amazing on there. Really looks nice. And this is the reproduction that I ordered. Looks good too. Nice fit on the end here. Both of them fit the ends very nicely. Very happy with it. You know, I probably should make sure the backup lights work. Let me, I don't want to turn the key on without starting the engine. So let me put a jumper wire in and power them up. They should be on. I go back and look. I'll just show you. I unplugged the connector from the switch. Switch is on the column there. And just connected it to something with 12 volts at the fuse panel, which just happens to be the four-way flasher switch. Let's put the parking lights on too. And why not the four-way flashers? We'll go all out and see how it looks back there. Oh yeah, nice and bright. Looks really good. They point more out instead of down, so I'll probably be able to see a little better. They look really nice on the car from where they're at. Alright, I'm going to turn the lights off. Just thought maybe you guys would like to see it all with it illuminated. I'm glad, you know, I was kind of wondering if the grounds will work. Look when that dim as the flashers come on. I might put the battery maintainer on it. There's just the backup lights on. Alright, we're going to call this a success. It's done. Looks really good. You know, this is how you'd normally see it. This is at eye level right here. You know, just walking around the car. Alright, I'll pull that wire off the connector there and plug it back into the switch, and we'll start on the grille screen moldings next. There we go. I got that switch plugged back in, so we should have reverse lights when we put the transmission in reverse. The next project's going to be, I'm going to change these beat up moldings, these, all of them. And some of the screws are missing, but they're a flat bladed screw, but I don't know if they show up or not. Hang on, let me get my light. So see those holes down in there? I got to weld them up, and I got to get that screw out. But after I get it all apart, I'll grind it out and I'll weld them out. I want to sand this all out, and I'm going to repaint this top of this panel. Down here is fine. I'll just mask it here. So I got to take the hood latch assembly off, take the horns off. I'll probably repaint this. I won't repaint these because they're pretty darn nice still. But this, and I might see if I can, see there's a gap here. Might see if I can adjust something down with that hood latch assembly to close that gap up a little bit. And there's some holes over here that need welding up. There's the screws. And then we can get those off, and then the screws, you can see a little rust in the hood there. I've never bothered to fix that because it's not been an issue, but there's some nut there, and a nut there. Get these off. And then the same on this side. And so anyway, that's what I'm going to start on next. Yeah, I definitely need to put the battery maintainer on it. Can you see the... So I'll plug that in and let it go a night or two. There we go. Bring the battery up and just leave this on for a couple of days. In the meantime, I can work with this going under the hood. I can set this back in here on the engine here, and then I can work away here. There we go. Looks really nice, really happy with it. I didn't wax this because it's acrylic enamel and you really need to wait 30 days. I just took my terry cloth towel and Wiped all my hand smudgies off of everything, but everything looks just super nice back here. Really happy with the way it came out, not having cracked paint or anything anymore. And thank you very much, Dave, for this valance panel. You saved me some good amount of money on it. I really appreciate it. You have no idea. That looks so nice. Saved me from sanding the cracks and stuff out of the originals and whatnot. Guess you can see my reflection in the gloss black paint there. Yeah, it's pretty nice shine on. I'm pretty happy with it. Anyway, that is one thing done I wanted to do on the car. Now to get onto the grille screen moldings, and then we'll tackle something else after that, maybe the rocker panels. All right, well, I'm going to end the video here. If you like the video, definitely hit the like button. It certainly helps. If you like my channel, you can hit that 348 engine icon that pops up there. That will subscribe you. And thank you for watching my video.